kita ada penceramah jemputan pagi ni dari USM. Dia kena kejar flight at 4 o'clock. So saya tak nak membimbing panjang lah. Very briefly on what is MOOC. Alright. So kenapa kita buat bengkel MOOC ni? MOOC ni is one branch of e-learning ataupun e-pembelajaran. Depan kosong sayang. Okey, e-pembelajaran tu bukan yang kita pakai e-learning.upnm.edu.my itu sahaja. Itu pun salah bagi tajuk URL lah. Ya. E-learning ataupun e-pembelajaran is more than apa yang kita guna everyday tu. Itu adalah hanyalah LMS ataupun Learning Management System where you dump your files and kita tak tahu pun student ambil atau tidak. Okay, so it's one way. That is Learning Management System. In fact, e-learning ni adalah one step ahead of distant learning sebenarnya. To allow student to learn by themselves without having to come to class face to face. That is e-learning basically. Saya bukan bidang e-learning untuk exaggerate on that, but that is basically. We have more friends here. Boleh duduk depan ni. Jangan risau, tak ada pop quiz, tak ada soalan exam. Yeah, tak ada. Alright, so that is e-learning. And then we have used LMS. And then dia orang buka more than LMS. LMS biasanya tutup for certain organisation. Dia orang buat OCW, yeah, Open Courseware. OCW, Open Courseware, banyak kita tengok MIT. If you search for lecture notes online, kan, from certain universities overseas, they share. Itu namanya Open Courseware. Maksudnya LMS yang biasanya simpan for the usage of certain universities, open sikit. Tapi masih tidak ada much interaction. They just dump everything in there and you can take it, use it at your own prerogative. And then sometimes in 2012 saya rasa, jangan risau, sejarah takkan ditanya juga. Few years back, they decided to create another massive non-brick to brick and mortar education, which is MOOC ataupun massive open online course. Maksudnya sekarang orang tak perlu pergi physically ke university to learn. So I'm going to touch a bit on MOOC, tujuan MOOC dan langkah-langkah pembangunan MOOC mengikut garis panduan KPT. Ini is our constraint, garis panduan KPT dan amalan terbaik. If you know MOOC, you can actually make money. Buat khusus MOOC yang bukan universiti punya, you buat on your own, apa-apalah. Cara-cara membuat layang-layang. There's course namanya wine tasting in platform like Coursera, EDX, Udacity. There are many platforms yang give you money if you have a lot of students. And these students are not limited to certain organisation because it's open to the world, global online learning. Okay? So what is MOOC? Tadi saya sebutannya MOOC, ya, bukan MOOC. This is how you pronounce it, like a book. MOOC. Yeah? Okay, so massive open online course. Ini, our Dr. Akram is here, so I have to speak English all the way. Okay. No, it's fine, it's fine. I've prepared only this slide in Malay, but this is just introduction. The rest of the slides will be in English, right? Yeah, alright. Okay, so these are examples of platforms of MOOC. Platforms to provider for people to park their MOOC courses. It's wrong for me to say MOOC courses because in MOOC is already there course, the MOOCs. Okay, so Coursera is one of the famous one. Okay, they have course that you have to pay to get. You can learn everything is free, but once you want to have certificates, you have to pay a certain amount, or maybe you have to go to the university to take that exam. So we ourselves, we can be alumni of Harvard. We can be alumni of MIT if you want to. Take their course, pass one paper, Any alumni of Harvard or MIT? That is MOOC. Learning without, education without boundary. So do not limit ourselves to the MOOC that we are trying to create for the university or for Malaysia MOOC. So that is MOOC. You can do this as your part-time job or your third job, as the minister suggests. All right, so we have Coursera. Udacity is where if you want to make money, because they will charge the students to enroll. Coursera, EDX, some of the platforms are very high-end and they will not simply open their platform to everyone. They select their courses from Harvard or from Stanford, from important universities. So there are many more. But the one that we use for our Malaysian MOOC that the ministry approved is Open Learning from Australia. Right? So what is this? XMOOC, CMOOC, SPOC, MOOC. These are just variation of MOOC. Okay, variation of MOOC. XMOOC is, if you read the MOOC literature, like the traditional teaching, teacher is the center, and then you transfer knowledge to students. They do exercise. We have assessment at the end of the day, and they'll get certificate. Okay, but we also have, I think, constructivist, is it? CMOOC, which is to cater the Z generation, which means teacher is not the center. Teacher is just the facilitator or the curator or the designer for learning, but we are not the center. They will learn among each other, peer-to-peer teaching, because the Z generation like to share among themselves. They submit assessment or activities of learning among themselves, like Facebook. So it's more social. I will show the image, how to show the mapping of the learning. Remember, learning in this context is not go learn, teacher teach, final day, you have exam, got certificate. This is learning with no boundaries. No exam maybe, but you want to learn because you want to learn. All right? So we are moving that way. Not just UPNM, this is the agenda of this is national agenda. If we go to Pelan Pengajian Tinggi, Pelan Pengajian Malaysia, Pengajian Tinggi, the 9th shift is global online learning. And it's stated clearly there that we are going forward for MOOC. All right? So SPOC is private. You want to make it private, and we have NOOCs, is Zaid Sagov's course. You can find special, small chunk courses. So you can see why I highlighted there is it's open. Your student is not just Malaysian student. Your student is not just UPNM student. Your student can be anyone from Africa, from Australia. If you have very catchy title, ballistic whatever bombing wave, and they think they want to learn it, they'll be your student. All right? So we want to go beyond the brick and mortar of UPNM, or even Malaysia. So in Malaysia, it's actually a directive from the ministry, and it's the 9th shift of the Pelan Pengajian Malaysia, Pengajian Tinggi. So we have a label sort of called Malaysian MOOC, and we are working with Open Learning from Australia. And if you go to openlearning.com, browse to the end of the first page, you'll see Malaysian MOOC. And when you click the Malaysian MOOC, you will see all the IPTA's MOOCs. These are just example. Putra MOOC is for UPM. They have Kesenian, Melayu, Agriculture and Men, and many more. All right, I have small video here. What is MOOC? Oh, I forgot to put my speaker. It's not that important pun. Oh, tak nampak. So people, imagine people in Africa, people in India, they have people who has no money to pay fees for university. Now they can learn. Now they can learn only if they have access to internet. Right? Yeah, so that's the point of MOOC. No voice. But since we have technical glitch, our MOOC is not working today. My voice is loud enough, okay? So that video can be, you can Google it from YouTube. That's why I put it small. It's not very important in my slide here. Okay, so you can, actually in Malaysia, again, history, the first Malaysian MOOC, it's not considered as Malaysian MOOC, the first MOOC from Malaysia was actually created by Prof. Mushtaq, if you know, he's the Dean of Engineering from Taylor's University. Okay, we would like to invite him someday, he's a very good speaker. Okay, he just, when he heard about MOOC, he just, out of curiosity, I think I should try this MOOC. What is the fuss with this MOOC? So he created a MOOC, I think more on soft skill engineering or something emotion in engineering, soft skill in engineering. And it gets attention from the world, 3,000 or so students from overseas. You think we always look up to US or UK, but his students come from US and from all over the world, and they say, hey, why do we don't have this course in our university and places? So it opens his eyes. So Taylor's University is quite advanced in creating MOOCs. They have a lot of MOOCs you can check out in open learning and from Taylor's University itself. Okay, these are Coursera, example platform Coursera. You can go and, if you want to be a Johns Hopkins University's alumni, you can just enroll for free. They have like maybe 6 weeks to 14 weeks length of course, yeah? So why we have to do MOOC? MOOC here, MOOC there, if you know the song, yeah? Here MOOC, there's a MOOC everywhere, MOOC, okay? And even, Momo, eh? So why, I just said because it's directive in our country. It's the 9th shift from PPM PT, the global online learning. Bukan go, olah-bola tu, eh? Siapa yang belum tengok, boleh tengok. And then the aim or the objective of why Malaysia wants to do it, because mainly for visibility of our universities, to increase the MyRA points or whatever points that we want to push up through MOOC. Because from MOOC, people see our university. They just type kat Google, you can just type MOOC list. You don't have to go to any platform. MOOC list, it will come up with titles of MOOCs from different platforms organized by individuals and universities. Okay?
Wrong.
Yeah, of course, but it is one way of doing it. All right, so, and then we also open up lifelong learning. Imagine people who cannot continue to the tertiary education after SPM because they need to help their families. And later, when they are more established, they are too old to go to the universities. So they can enroll the courses through MOOC. In the future, it is actually in the pipeline already. MQA is looking at how to transfer those credits so that they can give a certificate through MOOC courses that people have taken. Yeah. So it's not specific menu degrees anymore. It will be open. You decide your own program to get yourself a degree in the future. Soon, not very far away from us. Okay, so lifelong learning, you don't have to, if you stay in Kedah, you can still be a UPNM student without living in your paddy field or Penang and so on. And of course, we are experimenting with e-learning. Okay. So Socrates said, I cannot teach anybody anything, I can only make them think. So I hope I make you think whether you want to join the bandwagon, to try to do MOOC together with the university or on your own, if you have certain courses that you think you are good at, how to cook traditional Malay food, whatever that you think you can do, you can just do. Okay, so because I'm with PPA and directive from the ministry, until 2025, each university in Malaysia, public universities, have to produce MOOC courses every year until 2025, so that we have 60 courses. Yeah, 60 courses until 2025. Okay, to make a MOOC that satisfies the requirement of the KPT is quite difficult. If you do your own MOOC, it's easy because you can just do whatever inside, but we have some requirements. So it takes one month to produce, to curate, to create. Alright? And the courses has to be 3 types. Common courses like TITAS, which all universities have. But when common courses, we have to sit down with all other, if other universities have done it, we cannot do it. The common courses. So this is monitored under Majlis E-Pembelajaran IPTA, MEPTA. Okay, so usually whoever is the e-learning coordinator will be the member of MEPTA, the council. So they will coordinate that for the common courses. On niche courses, this is table from MEPTA, not my table. As you can see, we are the number 20th, the final one, the youngest one. And our niche, of course, the defense and security. Okay, or it can be skill-based or lifelong learning courses, like the one that Shima is doing right now, developing, is for speaking, public speaking, which is not a courses for degree, but more on lifelong learning. Okay, and we have sequences. We will go to this one by one later during the hands-on session this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon. We have to identify what topic we want to do. We have to identify the content, because according to the requirement, I have given you the list. This is the minimum in the file. Minimum requirement based on KPT's guideline. Who have done for previous year, they have the guideline. I will share the soft copy later, guideline from KPT. And these are just a checklist, what it should have. So a lot of constraint. If you want to park your course under the Malaysian MOOC banner, under the ministry banner, to represent the university. Okay, as long as we have some allocation to give to the lecturers, kan Datuk? Then it should be an incentive for the lecturers. And in the future, I heard in Jawatan Kuasa TNCA, some universities have already practiced this. They will give marks, points for kenaikan pangkat who involved in MOOC, and maybe during interviews for kenaikan pangkat as well. I heard Prof. Amin said this in the forum last week. Yes, Prof. Amin, Datuk Prof. Amin. Okay, so we have to have script and storyboard. What is this? We'll go later. Video development, it is not the most important thing. Video. You don't have to record yourself. What I have here in front is called Swivl. This is PPA's device. We have two. If you're interested to record your lecture Whenever you want, you can just ask from PPA. We have 2 Swivls. You can buy yourself juga. It's not so expensive, about less than 2,000. And we have iPads to help you to record your lecture.
It follow you.
Yeah, it will follow because I'm wearing the marker. It has embedded mic in it. So quality is quite very good. I've tried to record my students' presentation. And you can create your e-portfolio for your student later. What is e-portfolio? There will be different course, but it's the in thing now. People go to interviews without carrying their resume, just bring their e-portfolio. A proof that they have done something. Yes. All right. Without extra, nothing incentive for me. All right, okay. So we have to edit all this with the help of technical people from PPA, of course. But this part of developing the content is your part, the subject matter expert, or SME we call it, right? So these are the main thing in creating a MOOC. Prof. Richard Buckland is a renowned professor from University of UNSW, Australia. UNSW is the he's not the founder of open learning lah. Yeah, he's still with the university. The reason why he started open learning because he sort of blended his course. He recorded his lecture and put it online like OCW, and it received more than 2,000 students teaching very technical subject, computing one. So then he created open learning. So it's not just for science, social, you think it's difficult for technical subject or engineering subject, but it's possible, many people have done it. Not everything has to be online. They can have the activities on site, on field, and then put it up. It's just like Facebook, you show everything you eat. You eat real, right? You don't eat online. You eat real food, and then you upload your picture, cooking, or the food, etc. Okay, that's the idea. Oh, sorry?
What we record now can be...
Yes, the videos, yes. Okay, to engage the students, Dr. Shima will talk about engaging the students. This is important in MOOC, in e-learning, but also in our class. Yeah? We can't even keep our students awake. They are not engaged. Even my voice is as loud as this, they manage to fall asleep. But congratulations to all of you still awake. Okay? And to design student-focused content. This is very difficult for us. It's a paradigm shift for us because all of us here, young or old, we are very traditional in thinking how learning should be. We want, there's a teacher, he should transfer the knowledge. You student, you listen. You ask question, whatever you don't understand what I've taught. But in future, they can come up with the knowledge. And then we discuss, and we prove, and we facilitate the discussion. Because they can just Google everything now. But how are we going to facilitate or coordinate the direction so that it arrives at the same objective of the course? So design student-focused content, this is the most difficult. We are still learning. We went through 3 phases of MOOC workshop with open learning. So we are not the expert, we're still learning, but we want to share this with you. So maybe it's a sharing session that will benefit all of us, not just you, but also us. So
dressing of the instructor also is very important.
Dressing, you mean? Am I dressed properly today? One of the factors. Okay. All right. Okay, these are the example of storyboard. I think shared by UPM, I think. Okay, so not important. We will go through it in the next session. And we should have introduction, content assessment, and summary. This is basically what's in a MOOC. Okay. I think you will be sharing it. There's a video by Richard Buckland. This is a talk he gave in Taylor's University. Okay. Early in 2015, I think March. Okay, so he talked about the differences between the brick and mortar physical universities and MOOCs. The evolving role of teacher, I mentioned earlier, we are not the center anymore, we are facilitating. We want to make it as social. You see the image here? I didn't draw this. I Googled it. Okay, social and emotional learning. That's what they want to. If you go into your class, the student look at you or to their handphones? Both. Most of the time with their handphones. Okay, you're listening to me and you check your handphone as well. Alright? Because I did that too. Okay? You're talking to your spouse or partner and you check your handphone as well. Hey, my husband is here and blaming me, whatever. And you complain to your friend. Okay? That's emotional. We have to embed that in our teaching now. Because we want to engage the student. We take advantage of their liking to be socially and emotionally connected with something to make it beneficial to our teaching. Alright? So Dr. Shima will share, or you can go to the YouTube and find, the title is Mad About MOOC. It's quite long. So we're not going to show it here today. So, jom MOOC.